Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today, or recently, I've pushed my ends to rank 30 1,000 trophies on the solo showdown map Dark Fantasies. And I'm going to be giving you some of my tips that helped me push my M's to rank 30. So yeah, let's go into the first replay with the first tip. So we're going into the first replay here. So the first tip that I want to give you is the gadget and star powers that you want to be using. So for the gadget, there's only one gadget that Ems could use, and it's pretty average. It causes a knockback, which is very good for Ems because she wants brawlers to get into her optimal range for damage. But for the star power, even though you may think that tanks are like so good in Showdown and you want to be doing as much damage to get rid of these tanks, in solos, uh, the amount of tanks are going to be so much that even bad karma won't even help you. But using the hype star power will help you as it will increase Ems's survivability by a lot. This is because there's going to be so many brawlers as the smoke closes in, and the zone will get so small so that Ems's super can pretty much cover the whole thing. And with like 9 people, let's say there's everyone survived, that'll give you 420 health, which is the amount hype gives you per enemy, times 9, which is like almost like 3,600 health of healing, or even more every second for 5 seconds. I'm pretty sure Em's super lasts. So yeah, that's just insane amount of healing that hype will be able to give you. Usually this won't happen, but even with like 3 enemies, that's 1,200 health hype will give you. And that's a very good healing. And give that over like 5 seconds, that's like 6,000 health. And that's very good. So yeah, that's the first tip that I wanted to give you. Let's just finish off this replay. So yeah, this spike is being very annoying with all of us. So we decided to focus our pressure on this spike. And typically, you may want to keep the spike because the spike does hard counter the tanks, but the spike is being a nuisance for everyone. So yeah, everyone's just wanting to get rid of this spike. So yeah, the spike is just using the curveball, and I do get the spike right there, and I'm pretty sure I go for the cube. You can see the Daryl's low there, so I quickly decided to finish off that Daryl, and the Nita and the Stu decide to go for the Primos. Luckily, the Primo jumps on top of them. I super get some extra healing, even though I'm at full health. And yeah, that's the first place victory right there. Let's go. So yeah, so that's the first place victory with the first tip in the first replay. Let's go to the next replay with the next tip. So we're going to the next replay here. So I first go for this box right here, and the Primo knows that the Primo should not go anywhere near me. So yeah, the Primo runs away. And the next tip that I wanted to give you is you want to team up with brawlers that counter tank. So I can see that the Stu is already pushing this Primo, so I decide to help out the Stu, doing a little bit of damage to get rid of these tanks. And there are 5 tanks in this game, I'm pretty sure, before I was looking at the replay, and there's 1 Shelly. So yeah, there's only 4 of us, but since we counter tanks, Stu counters tanks with the dash, you can see right there, and we just are destroying the tank in the lobby because M's an amazing tank counter, Stu a very good tank counter as well, and Jean with a chip damage, which is very good. There's also a Colette in this game, which is also a very good tank counter. So you can see how us 4 brawlers are trying to get rid of all the tanks right there. And there's Stu and the Primos there, and we are going to basically close in onto these 2 Primos. But I don't want to get too close because I'm not sure how far the Primo is from his super. Because if you didn't know, with the recent change, tanks now charge the super based on how much damage they take. So yeah, you can see how I did damage, and the Primo got a super, but I'm pretty sure that Primo's going to die soon. So yeah, just 1 more Shelly right here. So I'm just deciding to shoot at the Shelly just to get rid of it. The Stu gets rid of it, and I'm seeing that, oh, 6 cubes Stu. that's most likely going to win the game. So yeah, here they are. They're just trying to finish this Primo. I'm just keeping my distance because I don't want to take any unnecessary damage so that the Gene and the Stew won't come. So the Primo jumped on the Stew. He should have jumped on the Gene if he even wanted a chance, because Stew will just destroy the tanks. So yeah, this Colette starts shooting at this Stew, so we decide to quickly get that out. And we almost get the Gene out, but we get the third place right there, but it's still 4 trophies. But the reason I wanted to show that replay is to team up with the tank counters. And if there are tank counters that are shooting you and are being like a nuisance to you, like from the previous replay with the spike, just take them out because they're not providing any benefit to you. So team up with the tank counters. So yeah, that's the next tip I wanted to give you. Let's go into the next replay. So we're going to the next replay here. So the ones I want to talk about this tip is the counters to imps. So Surge, right there, you could see that I had to get away from the Surge because with Surge's TP, he could get out of my damage zone and teleport closer to me. Even though I have a knockback, Surge is just a very good counter to imps with that TP. So yeah. So I'm just trying to team up with these tanks so that I can just try to get my super and then I can kill them off much easier. And a trick that I do during these games is that since tanks think that I'm going to kill them, I shoot 2 shots in the opposite direction, and then I shoot 1 shot at the tank so that the tanks know that I only have 1 shot remaining, so they don't see me as a threat, kind of. So yeah, I don't see any like real tank counters, but see the Surge starts to attack me, so like I don't really want to team up with the Surge. And sadly, I have to team up with these tanks. So yeah, I do briefly see the Byron right there. I'm like, oh, Byron? Yeah, I see. Even though he's not really a tank counter, he's not really a threat to me. Because yeah, he just wants to just do his own thing. And he clearly doesn't like the tanks, which is what we want to see. So these Surges are destroying the tanks as well. And don't ever try to charge up your super off of these Primos because they will definitely easily kill you. So yeah, I'm keeping this Byron alive because he is definitely doing a very good job keeping these tanks back. So there's a BB and a Surge and a Stew, and I'm just doing my own thing. So yeah, they clearly don't like this Surge. So yeah, other counters to M's, Mortis, very good counter because you could just keep dashing in. The Byron gets to kill on the BB, which is very good. Basically any brawler that can get close to M's. Carl is a good counter with the gadget. So yeah, this Byron doing good work because he's getting rid of a lot of Primos. So yeah, I get the kill on the Primo right there, and this Byron is just keep constantly chipping away at this Primos. I kind of wanted the Byron to get second, but the Primo does get second, but we still got the first place victory, which matters most. So yeah, let's go into one more replay, and I'll go through a little bit of more counters and brawlers that M's hard counters as well. So this is the final replay I want to show you. So this is where I am at 997 trophies with M's. So yeah, we first go for that cube, and we check if there's any cubes. There's 1 cube right there, so we just briefly and quickly take that out. And sometimes you want to be taking the jump pad, but like since I was so close to 1000, I just didn't risk anything, so I didn't go for the jump pad. So I see this Tara trying to push this Primo, but the Tara doesn't continue to chase the Primo, so yeah, I don't finish anything off. So I tried to team with this Tara, but I'm not sure what this Tara is doing as of the moment. So yeah, I just rotate up, making sure that no one's in that bush. So I try to gain this Primo's trust so I can get my super. It's kind of hard to gain Primo's trust as an Ems because, well, Ems does counter Primo. But yeah, the Primo does get the super, and that's my logic is get away. You have no shots for your super, and if the Primo is using the speed star power, your knockback will do nothing. So yeah, I see this Gene. I have to make sure that this Gene does not pull me. That's the one thing that we got to be aware of. And there's already 4 Primos that we can see. So I'm just trying to get my super here. Just trying to gain these Primos' trusts. Luckily, these are friendly Primos. Yeah, not the ones that have just kill everyone who's not Primo. So yeah, I see this Tara getting pinched by this Crow. And I just don't want anything to do with it because it's 5 cube Tara. So yeah, this Crow is just keeping this Tara back. It's very good what this Crow is doing because that Tara with the super can just delete the entire lobby right there. So yeah, Ems does counter the squishy brawlers right there, but like you could see that I had to take out the Gene because these Primos wanted the Gene dead, but the Gene wouldn't really help against 4 other Primos. So yeah, I can see that this Tara's just trying to get her super, and yeah, these Primos are about to die, but I'm waiting for the right time to activate my super. So yeah, I activated my super right there, and you can see that Primo uses his super, knocks me out of the Tara super. That is the most clutch thing ever. The Primo knocks me out of the Tara super so that I don't get pulled by the Tara, making me survive for a little bit more places, giving me the 3rd place victory, which was enough to get my M's from 997 trophies to 1001 trophies, which is the rank 30. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, join the Discord, which will be linked in the description down below, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!